This week for grammar, we are focusing on dialogue. The exact words that a character says is called dialogue, she told us. This sentence above contains dialogue. So you'll notice that there are these little lines at the beginning and end of what the character is saying. Those are called quotation marks, and they tell us exactly what a character or someone in a story is saying. So we have two different examples here. Both of them have the same idea, but one contains dialogue and one doesn't. So the first one does not contain dialogue. It's just a simple statement. Mom told me to clean my room. The second sentence down here at the bottom does contain dialogue. Clean your room, said Mom. So we hear exactly what Mom told us, and we see these two little lines at the beginning and at the end. And like I said, those are quotation marks. So we have the dialogue, which is what was said, clean your room, and the tag, who said it and how. So said Mom. We also have the quotation marks, like I said, and a comma to punctuate our dialogue. Dialogue is punctuated differently based on whether this sentence is a statement, exclamation, or a question, and if the tag is at the beginning or the end of the sentence. So punctuating dialogue with the tag at the end. So we can have a comma if the sentence is just a statement. We can have an exclamation mark if it's an exclamation, and we can have a question mark if it is a question. Remember, these are all punctuations for the tag being at the end of the sentence. So said Mom, I exclaimed, I asked. So let's practice. So we have an example. I baked some cookies, said Mom. So I want you to try and punctuate the next one on your own. Put your name on your paper, said Mrs. Cook. Awesome job. If you picked the one with the quotation marks were around put your name on your paper and you had the comma after paper, you got that one correct. Okay, let's try this one. I love when you bake cookies, I exclaimed. This is our example. Now you're going to try. Don't forget your lunch, yelled Mom. Awesome job. So we would add an exclamation mark and our quotation marks around what Mom is yelling. And our last one for the tag at the end, can I have 2 cookies? I asked. And our example, can I sit next to you? Wendy asked. Awesome job. If you added quotation marks at the end and a question mark after you got that one correct. Now, for putting dialogue or punctuating dialogue with the tag at the beginning of the sentence, we always want to add a comma after the tag, and then we add a quotation mark and we capitalize the first letter within the quotation mark because it's like its own sentence. And then we add the correct punctuation depending on what type of sentence it is. If it is a statement, we're going to add a period. If it's a question mark, we'll add a question. If it's a question, we'll add a question mark. And if it's an exclamation, we'll add an exclamation mark. And then we'll end with our quotation mark at the end. So an example, she whispered, "Don't wake the baby." All right, you try. Kara said, "I will be right back." Awesome job. If you added a comma after said, quotation marks, capitalized the I, a period at the end, and quotation marks, you got that one correct. The next example, I asked, "Can I hold the baby?" Your sentence, Brady asked, "Can I have dessert?" Awesome job. If you put the one with the comma Quotations, a capital C, question mark at the end quotation marks. You got that one correct. Last one, she exclaimed, "Of course you can." So your sentence is, Hannah exclaimed, "I am so excited." Awesome job. If you added a comma after exclaimed, quotation marks, capitalized the I, an exclamation mark at the end, and then added your end quotation marks, you got that one correct. So what are some things that all dialogue must have? We should have proper punctuation, quotation marks, dialogue, and a tag.